to another Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers stream. I found some time to be able to play again, so that is awesome as ever. So last time we gained access to the lovely city of Yulmore, and we took a shower, and we're currently trying to gain the favour of someone called Vauthry, so let's see what that entails. So last time I had a bit of an exploration of Yulmore, so I've been doing a bit of that on my own, like, not streaming, so I've gotten to know this place a bit in the gap between the last stream and this stream. So without further ado, we will carry on with the main story quest. Hello Hamstel, good to see you, and so we have to put on some perfume because we got some stank on us. Sweet smelling perfume. Ah, lovely. Now all the chicks will want me. See? This lady here has now changed into a fabulous outfit for me. Look, they're all just coming to me now. I kid. You apply the perfume as directed, and delicate scent of roses fills the air. Ooh, lovely. So let's speak to Alphino. Oh, you've showered and dressed already, have you? Is it not... that's to say... it seems rather exposed for one's ablutions, does it not? Hurry up and shower, Stinky. What would Estinian say? Alize would have been drying her hair by now. Yeah, that sounds like me. Come on, don't be a little bitch, Alphino. Wouldn't she just? Very well. I shall endeavour to emulate her boldness then. Courage, Alphino. Get in there, Stinky. Ooh, we're about to see some hot Alphino showering action. Hey, those are the clothes you were just wearing. You're not telling me you clean those. Alphino's putting on the perfume himself. Well, that was bracing. I believe the lingering smells of the road have been successfully expunged. Shall we go and present ourselves to our new patrons then? Okay, so we're all dolled up and ready to go. Let's just go on to wherever the hell we're going. You're looking to present yourselves to the Chais, are you? Let me explain. How the city's laid out then. Imagine 3 layers, one on top of the other. This layer here is called the buttress. Buttress. Above us is the understory, where the military has its headquarters, and above that, you've got the canopy, which is where the free citizens of Yulmore spend their days. So if you want to find your new patrons, you'll need to keep climbing until you run out of stairs, then look for the Grand Dame's parlour. They'll be in there, like as not. Cool. So, how are we all doing tonight, guys? Don't be shy. Do message me in the chat. I don't bite. It's physically impossible for me to bite you. It's just climbing these stairs. The Super Mario 64 stairs theme seems appropriate right now. Not through there. Hi, Andrew. This music is so peaceful. I never did figure out what this music exactly reminds me of. It does set the theme for this place very nicely, though. Where are we going? We're going over to this marker over here. Hello, Raz. How are you? I'm doing okay, Piano Sniper. How are you? There's our new boss. And her husband. Well, what is it? Spit it out, then. Ooh, cutscene. Low-res tea and biscuits. My favourite.
Oh, who's this then?
That is not how I was expecting her to sound.
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion. I am given to understand you were in search of an artist.
Ah, you must be the new,
I love that you are wearing this super creepy armor at the posh table. That's me.
Goodness me. What an adorable boy.
It's just like me in real life, really.
That silken hair, those pearly cheeks. Oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers.
This is like the
proof of this one, dearest. I am positive he'll paint us the most delightful pictures.
Gotta say, this is the first overweight normal person I've ever actually seen in Final Fantasy XIV.
Yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Let me know if my mic's too quiet as well, guys. I did have a problem with that last week, but I think I ironed it out. Hi, Candice. Tiny Chuck, why aren't my comments showing up for him?
Wonderful. Welcome to Yulmore.
Well, I'm not sure what's wrong with the comments on when I stream on PS4, but if I see your comment, I will respond to it.
Alphino, if it please you, my lady. And this is my assistant.
There could also be a delay.
Your assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together or not at all.
Yeah, my boy Alphino's sticking up for me.
'Tis he who best understands my work. With his unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations.
Okay, tone it down now, Alphino. Seriously.
Once the picture is begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement. And so I wondered, rather than him being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city he has so longed to see?
Alphino, my guy, I've already explored the city. You don't need to do this.
Out of gratitude for his priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on his behalf.
Oh, did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have his wish. He shall be free to roam to his heart's content.
Thank you.
Isn't that right, darling?
Flexing his status.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, dearest. Quite right.
Who, me or Alphino? I love Alphino. One of the best characters in Final Fantasy XIV. Which is weird, because when I first saw him in A Realm Reborn, I really did not like Alphino, but he has really grown on me. Into the point where he's become one of my favourite characters. Alfenheim. Alphino would send you into the city to explore, but I've already done it, Alphino. I've been exploring, like, when I've not been streaming. Now you've the opportunity to experience Yulmore. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city, top to bottom. In other words, I would start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls, mayhap. Such places are usually filled with colourful characters, only too eager to share local gossip with a friendly visitor. I would appreciate it, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible about our new place of residence. It's really hard to read characters' lines in a character's voice when it's the first time you're ever reading the dialogue. Let's see, I did my retainers earlier, so I won't do that now. I won't explore this place too much. I did that in the off stream, because I said I'm saving main story quests for the streams themselves. Yeah, there's definitely something screwy going on with the comments. I'm only seeing every two, maybe, and I'm sort of missing out on a lot of context. So, for example, Andrew Gaston just put, asterisk I much. So he obviously said something that I've not seen in the comment section. Where am I going? Gather information in the canopy. Would help if you read stuff, Rab. Okay, back upstairs we go. I obviously missed something when I just dashed on without really thinking about it. Is this the canopy? No. So we established last time this is one of the endgame areas, which I'm not privy to yet, as I've only just started the story. Oh, hello there. A fresh register, are we? You seem a little lost. Well, 'tis lovely to make your acquaintance. Speaking of acquaintances, you wouldn't happen to have run into my attendant on your wanderings, would you? Big strong lad, long hair, tied back. He was escorting me on a shopping errand when I realised I dropped my handkerchief, and now I've been waiting here all alone while he's been off searching for it. I'm not terribly fond of being alone. If you do see him, I would be obliged if you pass on this message. Forget the silly handkerchief and return to my side at once. So, after taking down several gods and various primals, bad guys, Garleans, we're still at the mercy of random people telling us to do menial tasks. Okay, search for the Ardent Attendant. Where are you? Well, I gotta go. I have work. Have a good one, Raz and chat. See you later, Piano. Good luck at work. Aha, the Ardent Attendant. Oh, he's that's a hell of a drop there, buddy. No, we can't drop down there. Let's help him up. Wicked White, that was too close! Thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. The wind must have blown it over the edge, but luckily it caught on something. I thought if I could just stretch over far enough. What will I say? You risked your life for a scrap of cloth. You must think highly of your mistress. Well, obviously risking your life for a piece of cloth is the obvious no-no here. I don't care how much you respect someone. It's not just a scrap of cloth, not if it belongs to her. I would risk my life and more to spare my mistress but a single moment of sadness. When I first came to Yulmore, I thought only of improving my lot in life. But there was so much more to the city than wealth and plenty. There is no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has been ever so kind to me, and I can't think of no other place in Kalusia where I could possibly be happier. Sorry, I might have gotten a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, you should come with me to meet my lady. Once she hears of your deed, you'll witness to her generosity firsthand. What? Lonely, you say? Curse my clumsy feet. I must return to her immediately. Yeah, you better run. Okay, so we helped her assistant. My attendant told me everything. I am so very grateful you were there to offer your assistance. What will I say? You seem a dedicated patron. You value him highly, then. You value him highly, then. As if he were a member of my own family. I could not live the wonderful life I lead without him. We free citizens owe the bonded our unending gratitude. Mayhap in another society our different standing would breed prejudice or resentment, but in Yulmore a most glorious measure is in place to avert such unpleasantness. Part of that measure requires the free surrender of their fortunes. Upon registration, all of our property, financial, intellectual, or otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live in a life of pampered luxury. Hi Ben. Being liberated from the concern of earning coin has an almost miraculous effect on the people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents with whom to enjoy our tranquil existence. Now, if you'll excuse us, I must see what the markets have to offer as a reward for the return of my handkerchief. Oh, and I've not forgotten you, of course, our courageous messenger turned rescuer. Cool. That's some chunky XP for a simple task. The amiable maiden appears suddenly concerned. All of this talk of relying on the bonded, and I haven't given a thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your work unduly. Nah, all in a day's work, love. A tour of the city, is it? Then you must really visit the beehive. It's always buzzing with activity. Local humour. Terrible. Anyway, a lady by the name of Tista B usually has a seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak with you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself on her good side. Okay, so we're looking for someone called Tista B. Sounds like a new modern age rapper. Oh, this is a nice fancy room. Oh, cool, it's a dance floor. Oh, it's one of those places. Enjoy the show, guys. Not what I expected to see in a Final Fantasy game, ever. Well, ain't that something. Can't wait until you do Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn in a nutshell. Well, you only have to wait 2 more nutshells. It's a-coming. That's largely why I'm doing this playthrough at the moment, to assure you guys I'm playing the online game, and it won't be like Final Fantasy XI in a nutshell, I promise. Welcome to the Beehive, my little drone, seeking the sting of excitement to liven up your day. I can tell at a glance when folk are new to our happy colony. It's the nervous fluttering, you see, always gives them away. Why don't we play some cards to set you at your ease, eh? A quick game of high or low. It's simply a matter of guessing who has the bigger hand. If you win, I'll grant you a single favour, within reason, of course. Interested? Do I have any other choice? What do you think of Final Fantasy XIV so far? I love it. I've never really had time for massively multiplayer online role-playing games, but this one I have wanted to find time to play because it's just so good. I just can't put my finger on what it does differently. It's got story, music, world, lore, everything. Everything is just so not tightly knit together to form a really good game, like solid experience. Yay, 7 reference. Oh, Honey Be In. I just got that. Clever. I see what you did there, Yoshi P, or whoever wrote this. Ready for a game of high or low then? What are the rules? High or low is a guessing game. You must decide whether the total of your free cards is higher or lower than the total of your opponent's cards. Oh, I'm like not very good at card games at all. Excuse me, at all. The deck holds 9 cards, with the pictures printed thereon representing the numbers 1 through 9. Each number appears only once in the deck, so there are no repeats. Alright, sounds simple enough. If you guess correctly, then you win the match. If both totals are the same, then another hand is dealt. Alright, let's play. Good for you. No time like the present, I say. Free cards for you, free cards for me. You flip one of yours over, and I flip 2 of mine. Hey, it's Shuffle a Boogie from Final Fantasy VIII. I think that's what the track's called, but this is definitely Final Fantasy VIII music. Now, what's your call? Will your total be higher or lower than mine? Can't be a wrong answer, surely. You're going with high. Then right, let's see what you've got. Oh, my cards add up to 17, and you have a total of 16. Ah, blast it. I did say I'm not very good at card games. Ah, sorry, honeybee, this match goes to me. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Let me shuffle the deck. Now what's your call? Will you be your total be higher or lower than mine? High. You're going with high then? Right, let's see what we've got. Oh, my card's out 8 and you have 22. Yay, I win. First stream. I got Final Fantasy 14 a bit ago and I was interested to see a stream of it. Hello Toby Howard and thank you for dropping in. Congratulations, your guess was right. Usually I concede defeat at this point, but what do you say to a rematch? One more win, then we'll talk about that favour. Alright, the stakes are on now. Another match of high or low? Come now, little honeybee, we all need our diversions. Let's play. Three cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over, and I flip 2 of mine. Cardmaster is a cutie. Yeah, she's alright. Now, what's your call? Will your total be higher or lower than mine? Has he died yet? That's mean. I'm not that bad. No, I haven't died yet. I'm gonna say low. Will you do spin-off of Final Fantasy games? Yes, I've said this multiple times. I will do spin-offs and sequels and whatever after the main titles are done. Oh. And I have... Yay, I win. Well, well, would you look at that? I think you've got a knack for this, newcomer. Congratulations, victory is yours, as is the prize I promised. Come whisper in my ear then, and don't be shy. Tell old Tista what she could do for you. That's all? How delightfully wholesome. But if knowledge is what you want, then that is what you shall have. In my humble estimation, the most wondrous thing about this town is how safe we are from the Sin Eaters. They say Lord Vauthry was born with the power to command them, which means no Yulmoron needs to raise a weapon in defense of the city. Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? If your itch still needs scratching, you might get a few words out of Arthur over there. There's naught that Mary Sot likes more than the sound of his own voice. Nice quirktastic PFP you got there, Rab. Thanks. I love Ratchet & Clank. It's one of my favourite series, so when I saw I could get Captain Quark as a profile picture, I just had to have it, and I haven't changed it ever since my PS3 days. So that bad boy's been there for at least 10 years.
What's that? You the Yulmore, you say? Gah! Only just arrived, and already you're looking to peel away the layers of mystery. Oh, I'm all for chatting, but you need to slow down. Enjoy like, my friend. I tell you what, you hop on the stage and give us a dance first, and then we can have our little talk. What?
Freeze frame. Okay, so... apparently I'm gonna be a stripper? That can't have been right, surely. Hey buddy, move over. Let professional take over this. Alright. What dancers do I have? Yeah, we got this bad boy.
We got one of these.
And can't go wrong with one of these. Just throw your singles over here, ladies. It doesn't get much better than this. Okay, that's obviously not what you're supposed to do, but so I'll do it properly now. What does he want me to do? Oh, dance on the marked stage. Here? Damn, from a warrior of legend to a stripper, how the mighty have fallen. Tosses Gill. Yeah, I have got Hildebrand. I'm currently on the Stormblood string of quests at the moment. I've kind of left that story about halfway through, as I don't like travelling back to Eorzea too much, because it sort of breaks the story a little bit. Even though, canonically, I don't think we ever actually get to go back to the main world. Like, I think every time I travel back to Eorzea to do something, that's not canon. But who's counting? Sorry, I'm getting distracted now. Okay, I've got a dance on stage. Dance, Rab, dance! Well, I'll shake my little tush. Okay, it might just be easy if I do this. I love typing with a PS4 keyboard. Yeah, ladies. How'd you like that? Okay, that apparently wasn't right, because nothing's triggered. Oh, I gotta do it up there. God, I am a moron. Okay, so we'll just repeat the last thing I did. Yeah! Just toss your gill up here, ladies. That still wasn't right. Oh, no, no.
That's the way. Dance like there's no tomorrow.
It is canon. The wall can travel freely, but the scions are stuck. Oh, okay. I guess me going back to Eorzea to do random shit is totally canon. Cool. Now strip for the rich. Already done it, mate.
Now that was a show. You're welcome to clamber up on stage anytime you like. So, what was it you wanted to ask me? Oh yeah, something about our fair city. Well, I can tell you, it wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. See, my inconsistent accent is worse than Old Man Dallin from Final Fantasy XII. Oh Christ, that hurts me throat. The Yulmoran army may be the very essence of military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Sin Eaters. Things changed for us. Oh, around 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He's got this way with his eaters, you see. Turns them to docile as house cats. I would be exaggerating to say they're becoming something of an ally to Yulmore. No longer an enemy to be feared. And yet elsewhere, there's still fools who insist on fighting their losing battles. Pah, a toast to Lord Vauthry. I don't know why I've given him an Australian Cockney accent, that's just what I've done there.
You've gained a preliminary sense of the city. The Chais and Alphino will be expecting your return. Cool, so I'm known around Yulmore for being a slutty, sultry strip dance. Is Stormblood a long grind? Compared to A Realm Reborn, definitely not. It definitely has a more enjoyable series of post-main story quests. That's for sure. Now, take it off. I should have stripped down to my pants for that very sequence, but maybe it was funnier in my full armor, I don't know. Let's talk to Dulia Chai. Oh, you've returned from your jaunt around the city so soon? You needn't have hurried back. Young Alphino has yet to put brush to canvas. One cannot rush good art, I'm told, or good artists, apparently. Ah, finally. Ooh, Alphino's got some sexy new digs. I am liking the new outfit, Alphino. Although I do miss your poncho. Your poncho was cool. Hi, Rab. Hi, Flutterdark. I've put together an ensemble out of the garments you chose. Is this satisfactory? Oh, goodness gracious me, that outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively dashing. You truly are a handsome boy, however am I to decide. What will I say? What happened to painting? I don't recall this part of the artistic process. I'm gonna say that. Exactly, the lad is an artist, dearest, not dress-up. Exactly, the lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. That was a mouthful. It's about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly... Well, I'd not. That is to say, as long as you... Ugh, just make sure you give the lad time to prepare. We know who'll be upset if he's not ready to paint at a moment's notice. Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick out some jewellery next? Oh, rich people problems. Gotta love them. Good luck in your runs, Flutterdark. Also, about that aetheryte, don't worry about it. The game will tell you once you can use it. Okay, good. I was kind of worried I did something wrong there. Yep, that outfit is bitchin'. Gotta be one of Vauthry's best outfits, I say. Okay, Alphino, what's on next on the agenda? Alphino draws you close with a whisper.
Lady Chai has a very particular sense of beauty, and apparently that extends to how I should dress with painting. But this obsession of hers works in our favour. The time I spend indulging these distractions is time you can use to continue your explorations. God, whispering in this voice is hard. For this excursion, I'd like you to delve into the layer below us and sniff about the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell.
Don't mind me, I just like to get into character when reading other people's text boxes. It said he was whispering, so I did exactly that. Ugh. Who thought whispering could actually hurt your throat? In before soon, Alphino walks out in a dress. That's totally what I should do in the nutshell of this game in like 5 years when I get to it. Because there are 3 expansions before this one. Well, not expansions, 3 full stories, because that Realm Reborn isn't really an expansion. Okay, so we're going to the understory. How does one get to the understory? By going down the stairs, of course. Ask a silly question, get a stupid answer. Wow, chicka wow, wow. Probably should have put my sprint on, but oh well. When doing 1.0, just having lots of blanks between animations. Not sure what you mean there. Oh, I was meant to get off at the other level. What server data center, Rabby boy? If you look in the top right corner, it says Adamantois, which I'm not sure what data center that is, but I think it's Ether. I'm not sure. Yeah, I passed it. I am a silly goose. Okay, is this the understory? Must be down here, surely. And about 1.0, there are plans for it. What plans, you will see. Ah yes, Flutterdark is one of our Final Fantasy XIV in a nutshell writers. He is privy to information regarding that. Weeping water. Oh, let me just adjust myself.
You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me. Please, I need your help. My throat, I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's just not getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm of no use to him, then I need you to sneak out to the derelicts and describe my condition to the Vauthry. Well, if you pronounce that word, I don't know. Here's a list of my symptoms and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to.
Voice acting is fun when playing a stream. Okay, so we've got to take a hunk of mule to Vauthry in the derelicts, which I believe is the area, the trodden down, run down, shitty area outside this lovely city. It's so odd that you need level 80 to beat a level 79 quest. I'm gonna cry when you guys do the Final Fantasy Type 0, the one that took place in the school. Yeah, that's definitely on the agenda, but not for a very long time, so you're gonna be waiting quite some time to see that one. So this is weird. On my Vita, I have, like, it mapped so that I just click in one of the analog sticks and I can start running without having to manually go to the thingy. But for some reason, when I'm playing on PS4 proper, it doesn't work the same, which is very unusual. Am I right in thinking? Yeah, it is out here. Can I put my mount on out here? No. Okay, so those of you that weren't here for my last stream, this is the derelicts, the area outside Yulmore. Lovely, picturesque village, as you can see. Lovely locals. Lots of scrap. Poverty abound. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. Remember to spam your compass when exploring areas. Yeah, I save that kind of thing for the off streams. Now there's Vauthry. Wonder when they will do Final Fantasy VII Remake crossover. The 15 crossover was ace. Oh, you wonder when they're going to do a Final Fantasy VII Remake crossover with this game? Yes, that I can guarantee that is definitely going to happen somewhere, like probably around the release of the remake. Hee, you need medicines? Tonics? Potions? A cure for an ailing voice, is it? No, medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. It must be cut out, excised, and even then the voice may never heal completely. Hee, poor little songbird. Will they kick her from the nest, I wonder? Or simply silence her chirps? Oh, your face, you didn't know? Of the many hopefuls who enter the city, very few are ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Oh, you might see 1 or 2 fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest, gone. A town of nightmares it is, not for this ship's rat. Oh, no, I am content to scurry around down here and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. The consultation is over. You have my verdict, and I have my meal. Good day. Well, you're an arsehole. I thought living on the outside in the slums would make you humble. But no, you're just kind of a dick. Poor girl. Warrior of Light, always having to deliver bad news. I wonder how mule actually tastes. It looks kind of like buns. Gotta be honest, I'm not actually entirely sure what mule is. I think it's food, I'm led to believe. I've heard it mentioned like a ton of times, even just playing for the first few hours or so. Mule is creepy and gross, trust me. Sounds like I don't want to know what it is. Stairs. Why was Penelo in Final Fantasy XII? Like, why was she in the game? Not sure what you're asking there, bud. Sprint still hasn't recharged. I do not use Sprint liberally. Breaking my kneecaps to save a few seconds? Why not? Did you get my medicine? Sorry, love, don't know how to tell you this, but... So that's it? What am I to do if I can't sing? Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend. Oh, generous sir, have mercy! I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said... And then she explained shit. So, you've been suffering all this time? I am sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave. But you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trialing by casting you out into the street. You are too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure. Then I shall have a word with Lord Vauthry and arrange for your ascension. In that paradise where resides neither pain nor illness, will your song ring out clearly once again. Or mayhap you think it's a step too far? No! You would do that for me? Of course. Why, I would almost wish to hasten my own ascension, knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me. Oh, what a nice guy. What will I say? Ascension? Sounds too good to be true. Well, I'm curious to know what ascension means in this context. Ah, you must be new, arrival. Allow me to explain. As all know, the Sin Eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them unto a celestial paradise. It is through Lord Vauthry that we have learned this truth. It is through Lord Vauthry's grace that the free people of Yulmore are destined to embrace salvation. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy. Lord Vauthry truly is a great man, isn't he? Doubt. Now, if you will excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown, my precious canary. So yeah, I definitely know there's something up with Vauthry, so I kind of am very apprehensive about what's about to happen to that girl. I'm sure we'll find out in due time. Report to Alpha now. Let's get my sprint on. I kind of wish they would just let you be able to sprint all the time with no repercussions in this game. I mean, what harm would it really do if you were able to run fast all the time? It's just an artificial game lengthener, really. Yo, Alfie, my boy. Blue mages can. Oh, but blue mages sucked, players. You can only get to level 50. Oh, Alfredo's been painting. 'Tis good to see you back. You were taking so long, I began to worry something had happened. I've begun sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the Chai appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigations have gleaned thus far? So, Lord Vauthry boasts some manner of influence over the Sin Eaters, does he? That would explain the reverence in which he is held by the citizenry. And as for this ascension business, I cannot help be put in mind of that apothecary and his ominous remarks. If so many folk have entered the city over the years, then where do they go? Yeah, that tells you right there there's something funny about ascension. I'm very curious to find out what this is going to entail. Also, Rab, what do you think of Vauthry? Well, I've seen pictures of him, and he looks like an average neckbeard. I mean, so far. I have no idea what he's like other than that. I'm assuming he's a bad guy, because, yeah. Damn, Alpha, you got some skill. Ugh. Excuse me. Alphino seems eager to discuss the significance of your discoveries. I take my eye off you for one moment and you're chattering away with that assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done then? I like how he does a shocked expression like a cat, you know, because he's a Mikote. However you're supposed to pronounce that. What in the blazes? What? That is a perfectly good piece of art. It is so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphino. Where is your artistic interpretation? It should evoke images of affluence and nobility, and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty. Lord Chai, you stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary, yours being a joyous union. It seemed to me that a realistic portrayal... Realistic? I don't want realism, I want perfection! A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees, to make people cry out in amazement. Now, fetch a blank canvas and... shove it up your ass, because you're a dickhead. That's my best screaming. I say, did that come from above? Oh. Time for Zorn and Thorn. In female form. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose, set to ruin our fair city. But our Lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who'd watch it our fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. A malcontent? How dreadful. I almost forgot to do her voice there. And this man is to face sentencing? That's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mentioned is part of the Emergent, the level above us where Lord Vauthry resides. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The Crown lift will take you up there. Oh, I guess we're going to get to meet what this Lord Vauthry dude is like. Words. We had not better dawdle then. Okay, so it seems like we're about to watch a dude get murdered. Joining a crowd up there? Aye. Hey, this is the music that plays when Solus is about.
That's him. That's Vauthry.
That is one hot looking motherfucker. Creepy.
He's attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking?
Mercy! Mercy!
That sounds like that dude we saved earlier.
By the 12.
It is. Ouch.
Kaishia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vauthry, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Yulm is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society. To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony. He had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin-eaters are part of Yulmor's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
Pretty good voice acting on this guy.
It is true that Kaishia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmor?
Shout down, Alphino, you're gonna get us killed. The Jabber is being a jerk.
Dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear.
He's got veins on his belly, that's gross.
I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin-Eaters.
Oh.
And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
Don't applaud him. Don't do it.
And people call this paradise.
That smug smile.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
An artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me. Of Yulmor, If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence. Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
Alphino, bro, you're getting us killed here. Alphino don't give no fucks. Look
What
at
you
him.
need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could.
Oh, the shade. He does have some lovely blue eyes there.
Think so?
Did that little worm just insult me?
That took you way too long. Got him.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
See you later, Andrew. Wow, he's like comfortable doing this right in front of all his followers. Hey, that's soulless Algivus. Dude, chill. Talk about throwing your teddies out your cot. That was an interesting cutscene. The balls on Alphino though. Dang, I'm getting crew from Jack and Daxter flashbacks from that guy. That's who he reminds me of. Yes, totally, from crew in Jack 2. Very similar character. I would say Vauthry is more of a crybaby there. Just from that one brief scene I've seen of him. Forgive me, in my anger I seem to have marched us back outside again, though it is probably best we leave the island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Yulmore. In any case, I've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find few allies in Kalusia. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our strategy anew. Hearty nod. Kaishir, I have done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risks inherent in you accepting it. If I had but known the price that you would be made to pay. You gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me. And now Lord Vauthry wants us all dead. Why not come back with us to the Crystarium? I am certain we can find work for you there, if you are willing. No. That would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I need to do some thinking. Learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. Very well, but you must promise you'll be careful. The Yulmorans may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry. And you take care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Huff. Alphino. Lord and Lady Chai. What in the blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking for you. Honestly, if Lord Vauthry was that mad during that cutscene and he had those Sin Eaters like right there, why didn't he not just sick them on us? Oh well. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alphino. Now I've had many a beautiful and striking picture painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you had caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold and flinching, and I adore it. Please,
You must come back with us and finish what you began. I will speak with Lord Vauthry and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings.
Nope.
I am sorry, Lady Chai. There are more important matters with which must I attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us to the fullest? Pray press me no further. We are leaving, but I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind as to procure for me. One moment. I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy, I insist. And I shall make arrangements so that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit.
Hi, X-Hero627. Yeah, you literally just missed my reaction to Lord Vauthry. He is quite a character, I can tell you. You can watch the stream back when it goes into our videos later on, so you can always watch this back. You can just skip to where Lord Vauthry appears and see how I reacted to him. You can walk into Yulemore, no problem, by the way. It's not recommended. Surely with how this game is designed, that's not going to be an issue. I will return, I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. Ishtola. What about Ishtola? Okay, so we're banned from Yulemore. Great. So a lot of that was pretty much for nothing. I'm just gonna get a drink a sec. Bear with me, guys. Refreshing. Okay, cool. So I guess we got to go back to the Crystarium. Sucks, I was getting used to Yulemore. I do wonder if those Zornan form female counterparts are going to turn into a monster like the real Zornan form for Final Fantasy IX. Time will tell. On a future episode of Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Do heavy Ishtola. Oh, you're requesting me to make a thick picture of Ishtola. Kind of a weird place to do it, but I'm sure I will probably do one eventually, as long as people keep mentioning the cursed phrase. And he does not sound like him, by the way. So this here is the Griffin mount. You get it with the collector's edition of Final Fantasy XIV Heaven's Ward. Couldn't think of the name of the second expansion there. My memory is terrible. So as you notice, there's all these side quests available at the moment. I'm not doing these on the stream. I'm purely doing the main story only. You sound like Papalimo. Do I? Papalimo is a lot more energetic and high-pitched than I am. Whee! Ow. Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavour. Whilst not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions, suffice it to say. Our plans for saving the First are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Vauthry and his subjects. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. Papalimo before his coffee. Lol. Maybe that could be a joke when I get to Final Fantasy XIV, then I'm not sure. Though Papalimo doesn't actually have that many scenes, they kind of did him dirty. And just like that, we're back at the Crystarium. If you come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. Oh, I think that's the start of the other quest line. Not yet. Oh, that's a massive spoiler there, Akari Shisui. You might want to be careful about saying that. I mean, I obviously am already well aware of it, but, you know, there might be people... Wait, no. What am I thinking? If you're watching this stream, you must surely know that by now. Okay, ignore me. What class? I am a Dark Knight with a ninja as my backup job. Who watches a Shadowbringer stream and hasn't finished Heaven's Ward? Lol. I am a bit of a dumb cunt sometimes. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word and I would be happy to escort you to the Ocular. Yeah, let's go to the Ocular. What's Stormblood? I'm sure you're being humorous there. Yeah, you are. So, have you beaten Golden Bahamut? No. It's good to be back amongst friends in such company. I can finally turn my thoughts to the future, but ere we discuss all we have learned and begin planning our next step, I think it's best that you visit Alize. Her familiarity with Armorang will no doubt provide us invaluable insight, and besides, I know she is as eager to see you as I was. Bring a smile to her face, Rab. That can be taken to mean many things, Alfredo. Actually, let's see what you have to say before I leave. If only every town could share the Crystarian spirit of independence. Still, I suppose one cannot decide for others what they should and should not deem important. My powers of persuasion have certainly had little effect on the people of Kalusha. Your first order of business will be to reunite with Alphino and the Alize. In so doing, the predicament here in Northront should become abundantly clear. As for communications with the source, Theo Ol will gladly serve as your messenger. If needs be, however, you yourself should be capable of making the journey between worlds. The device here will serve as a portal. Simply touching a hand to its surface will transport you to the location of the beacon I left at the base of the tower, in theory at least. So earlier on someone was telling me that me being able to teleport back to Eorzea is actually canon, so it's not just something, you know, that isn't canon when I plan to do it, as and when I want to. NPC you should have updated. I'm sure you have cute minions. Show your minion collection. Oh, you want to see my minions, eh? Oh, this is my favourite one. This is my little buddy, Alpha. Hang on, if I just... There we go. This is Alpha, he's my little buddy. Who else do I have? Okay, so I've got a Wayward Hatchling, Wind-Up Moogle, Taoist Moogle, Cherry Bomb, Baby Behemoth, Chigo Lava, Wide-Eyed Fawn, Curled Kitten, Dust Bunny, Buffalo Calf, Cactua, Wolf Pup, Fledgling Dodo, Gubu Sproutling, Slime Puddle, Mummy's Little Mummy, Poro Rocco, Baby Gremlin, Toy Alexander, Oh My God, which is a tiny little Omega, Puff of Darkness, Wind Up Califastari, Bomboko, Kamainu, Road Sparrow, Brave New Ishtola, which was given out in the new Rising event, Wind Up Alphino, Wind Up Sid, Wind Up Gnome Breeder, Wind Up Gentleman, which is Hildebrand, Dress Up Ralborn, Wind Up Porchfawn, Wind Up Aramiric, Wind Up Serena, Wind Up Fran, Wind Up Gilgamesh, Wind Up Ultros, Midgard Sorma, which is storyline 1, Alpha, Mammoth, Gigi, which is actually Vivi, I believe, Little Yang, Wind Up Airship, which is the classic Final Fantasy airship design, Accompaniment Node, Wind Up Cursor, that's my other favourite minion. Hi from Cancun. Hi, Teddy Bear. Minion of Light, which is a selection of the 3 Warriors of Light from Final Fantasy 1, Wind-Up Warrior of Light, Wind-Up Onion Knight, Wind-Up Cain, Wind-Up Bartz, and lastly, Palico, which is from some collab. I'm not sure what game it was with, but it's definitely not Final Fantasy content, I can tell you that. Okay, so we've done Alphino's little diversion with Yulmore, so now it's on to find Alize. Monster Hunter, that's the one. Yes, they did a Monster Hunter collab. I don't actually play Monster Hunter myself, so a lot of the appeal to that particular collab was lost on me. Also, I find it weird that that particular collab has stuck around permanently, yet things like the Final Fantasy XV collab, the Final Fantasy XIII collab, all were like temporary events, which if you didn't do them, you've lost the chance to get that stuff forever for free. So now you have to pay for the Final Fantasy XIII clothing, which is kind of a bummer, because I wouldn't mind having Snow's coat and outfit. But hey ho. Oh well. I want a thick Fran minion. Gross. I think it's that this collab is linked with a trial while the others weren't. Still though, couldn't they have come up with a trial for Final Fantasy 15 and 13 so those ones could have stuck around? It's just weird that of all the collabs to be permanent, it's one with Monster Hunter, which isn't even Square Enix property. So I'm surprised Capcom, you know, just let it stay. It is Capcom that does Monster Hunter, isn't it? Alright, let's give him the sealed missive. Oh, a friend of the Exarch. Hoping to meet someone in Armrang, are you? Then I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there. As a matter of fact, so we can leave right away. Assuming you have everything you need. Yep, bro, I'm good to go. All set. Then off to the Unforgiving Sands we go. Road trip! Uh-oh, dropped my phone. Sitting on the floor is not comfortable. You can now travel to Armorang. Speak with the Adwat Armoro Tamer to fly to the desert. This armor is legit a Kingdom Hearts reference to me. Oh, you mean the armor I'm wearing?
Armorang. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armorang meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
So there you have it, Armorang. That music is pretty cool, by the way. Really digging this track. Hey, this dude looks like Vincent. No, he doesn't. From a very brief glance, I look like Vincent. Ilmeg is better. I'm sure I'll soon find out which is bad. Oof, no matter how many times I come here, the heat never fails to catch me off guard. Don't be surprised when the temperature drops at night, but the sky is still bright, of course. It gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now, the Exarch's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alize friend of yours is staying. But that's fair in an old distance, so I suppose we should make a stop in Mordsuk to break up the trek, allowing me to attend to some business, and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good. Alright, you lot, I'm off, and I better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. Right, we head southwest, straight as an arrow. If you could do RAB-Toons collab with Final Fantasy XIV, what would it be? What do you mean? Do you mean like if my parody characters were in this game? That would be very weird. I guess I would have like the parody versions in full detailed 3D models in my style in the game, and you interact with them and they're like, you know, the complete bastard versions of their characters. You might wonder why I'm kind of running past enemies and not fighting them. It's mainly because I'm saving... What's the best way to put it? I'm only doing main story quests. I don't want to waste too much time, like, fighting trash. And plus, I'm already level 72, so, you know, I don't really need to grind. Stop here a moment. This is your first visit to Armorong, is it not? Before you cross the River of Sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. Would help if I read things. Silly goose. Well, there is a fate over there. I don't really do fates though. Unless I'm grinding for something. I guess that's what anyone does fates for, really. They built them big, didn't they? That's Kasar Shal, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Nabath Arang. I'm kind of guessing how these words are supposed to be pronounced, by the way. Seeing what was left behind, I believe it when they say that it was once of Northrant's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along. Great chunks of Nabath Arang's lands were lost to the light. Its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying. Most of them, anyway. No, not many choose to come here these days, not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become little more than an amaro roost for me and my caravan. But not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait until you see Mordsuk. Let's press on, shall we? Six fates unlock a vendor that sells a riding map, increasing the mount speed in the area. Just something for your off-stream playing. That's good to know. So is that just 6 fates anywhere? Like, does that apply to all zones? And is that also why, does it apply to Stormblood areas as well? Because I don't think I got the max mount speed there either. I won't use my mount so we can appreciate this music. It's very relaxing music. Definitely downloading this soundtrack when it's available. I mean, purchasing legally from Square Enix. That should cover me, right? Here we are, Mordsuk. By the blessed shadow, I love this town. Khazard stands at the entrance to Mordsuk, an eager smile on his face. Mordsuk, not just full of Mord, but Humes and all manner of others too. It has long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is if not diverse. Oh, have you met a Mord before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master Gengen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived. Okay, first things first, let's go unlock Chocobo, sorry not Chocobo, whatever these things are, travel for this area. Can't say I've ever actually used those things, but I just like not having exclamation marks all over my map. So weird that everything is bright in this world. Repercussions of the flood of light. Ugh. Freaky little fucker. So, this is a Mord. That's a kobold. What beady eyes. I'm gonna say so this is a Mord because they don't look exactly like kobolds. Do 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 do.
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
I was not expecting voice acting for the scene, but oh well.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mords.
That is probably the first time I've ever heard a kobold talk in an actual voice cutscene.
Souk is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang. You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too. Many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Mord Souk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
Aye, that they do. For Mords do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value. That is why they come here, come from far away, come with much money. And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Mord philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
As the good Mord says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense.
But I have 3 million gil burning a hole in my pocket. I was actually looking forward to having to buy something.
A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Hey, that's Alphina's poncho.
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer? I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here! Come and look!
You buy, you buy?
Enough of that! Calm, I say!
Oh, and hi Javier, carry on. I did see your comment there. I was just sort of indulging the cutscene there. And yeah, nice of you to finally catch a stream.
This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots. Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
Okay, so we finally got to hear a kobold speak in a voice cutscene, and gotta say, not what I expected a kobold to sound like. Very normal. Weird food alert. That's twice you said that now. Am I about to find something out? Maybe find out what meal is? Time will tell. Welcome to Ronron's, traveller. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Take your time, stare and sniff before you choose, but no drooling on the merchandise, yes? Browse Ron Square. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a foodstuff and inspect it with R2X. They like using this mechanic in these new expansions, don't they? Okay, we got worms, which look a bit more like maggots to me.
Everyone's favourite, plump white worms, slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazed wiggler, you'll never want any other treat.
Bread. Looks more like pita bread, but oh well.
I call that mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat.
Meat. It's meat. There's nothing more to it, it's meat.
That's my ever-burning bounty, made with the best parts of the lizard, cured with special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up on the chilly desert nights.
Skewers. Ugh, gross.
Oh, you'll like those. Chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding under rocks, spear with a stick, then roast over fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking. They all look tasty, yes? Which to choose? Which to choose?
Which to choose? Mush loaf, ever-burning bounty, chewy skewer, glazed wriggler. I'm gonna say of all those, the only one I would probably eat is the ever-burning bounty. In real life, of course. I don't know what these weird people of the first would actually eat.
Yes, put some spice in your step. You won't feel the cold this night, and probably not the next one either.
You have the gold. I got the stuff. Got 3 million gil too.
And done! 1 Vopital honor buys you 10 sides of lizard meat.
There you go. And I hold the invisible meat in my hand. And I eat it off screen, of course, because we can't animate these characters eating, God forbid. Lucas, you want me to choose the Wriggler? What is wrong with you? Okay, that's worrying. Will you eat a lot? Every last mouthful? I think I'll share the rest. No, I want to determine... I'm determined to eat this piece of shit. The Mord are pretty nice.
What an appetite, what a belly! A new legend is born in Mord Souk.
Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Gengen will please that you are honoured ours.
Keeping the merchandise down? Yes, no returns.
Can't imagine what that meat tasted like. So does he have the same reaction to no matter what you pick? I mean, I imagine so. I don't imagine they actually program different responses for each individual item you buy.
I was watching from here, Rab. You're honoured our custom, and with great relish. You will always be welcome in Mord Souk. If you need anything in Armarang, we are here to provide.
Cool. So we're basically popular here now.
Gahaha, you have courage, my friend. Ronron's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you, the bellyache you have on the morrow. Right, now that you've eaten, I expect you're eager to get back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure a touch? I have a few deals left to close before I can conclude my business here in Mord Souk.
Sure, man. You do you.
Oh, offering your services, are you? Hi. Well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along.
I know where this was going.
I have a receipt here for some goods that need picking up from the market. All properly paid for you. You just need to do the lifting and carrying.
Of course. What server, Rabkun? Adamantoise, which I believe is Ether. Someone more knowledgeable than me might be able to tell you which one Adamantoise is on. Oh, hang on.
Got a phone call?
Apologies for that, I had a phone call. Nothing important. Probably his husband. Oh, very funny, King Rab. So, that King Rab there is actually the other half of his channel. If you enjoy our video game streams, he does other video games such as Sims 4, Resident Evil 2, various other games. I am thinking of moving these streams over to that channel. That's something I might gauge with the general audience, maybe via community post, or if you want to express your opinions now, go ahead. But yeah, so that's something I'm thinking of doing, so it's not clogging up the main animation channel with these things. Though I am trying to keep these streams relevant to what I'm currently planning to turn into nutshells, etc. So there is a point to these streams somewhat. I'll go take care of some last minute haggling then. See you in a bit. So I can legit visit your world. I missed the chat there a little bit, but yeah, if you're on Ether, I guess you can visit my world. You may view the market receipt at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. Okay, I better have a look at that first. Table, cactus, fronton, iron ore, Vauthry. The buff, Arang Antiques, Mill, to be collected from Mul. Excuse me. Anyways, it seems my connection can't keep up with the stream as it plays if you post later. I'll gladly watch it. Yeah, it will be there. I will leave for now. Enjoy the rest of the stream. See you later, Flutterdark. Thank you for giving your tips and advice, etc. as I've been playing. That's been very helpful. Final Fantasy XIV in a nutshell is going to be one of the biggest pieces ever, I hope. Yep, that is definitely true. Hello, Matus4. Hope I pronounced your name correctly. Cured leather. Hungry again already? You have a strong stomach, my friend. I wouldn't eat those. Okay. So we're hunting for the items on the receipts. Xenus. That was the villain of Stormblood. If you're handling Kassad's porter work, you've come to the wrong place. He has no outstanding orders from my shop. I'm guessing I can trial and error these items. Oh, look, a Lalafell. I must pet. There's a good little Lalafell. Sorry, I just can't resist doing that to any Lalafell I find just standing around. Is that a shop over there? You're definitely on the list, but you don't have an item I can grab. The hell are those? They look like slogs from Abe's Odyssey and Abe's Exodus. Rabcun. What's your instance? I don't remember what it is when I entered this particular zone. I know that's a thing in this game at the moment. Stack of crated armaments. No. Crate of ore. That was definitely on the list. Kassad sent you, did he? Right, yes. What kind of ore was it again? Wrong one. My memory is shockingly bad. Table cactus, tonton, iron ore. Ah, iron ore. Got it. Cassard sent you. Yes, he did send me. He sent me for some iron ore. Okay, that's one. So we got the iron ore. We need a table cactus from Tonton. Now, where is Tonton? Rab, what will be the size of Nabat's boobs in Final Fantasy XIII in a nutshell? Well, since I like to over-exaggerate those things for humour, they will probably be pretty damn big. Then again, she only appears in like one scene, so I guess it won't really matter. Right, Mill. Okay. What is Mill? To be collected from... Hands off, that water is for Mill's foot bath unless you have coin for barter. Oh, you work for Cassard. Mill has his antiques all boxed up and ready for transport. Okay, so can I take them then? You're okay, Rab. You sound like tired. No? You on light or chaos? Ether. I am on ether. Adamantoise. Okay, not sure why that's not letting me mark that off. Hey Rab, Final Fantasy XIII in a nutshell is going to be unlucky since a French fry threw in their lightning is in it. Lol. Chest of perishables, that sounds promising. Wait, what? No, this is Bun's private worm stash, not for sale. Okay. So, not that then. This takes too long, I'm about to end the stream and do this quest offline. This person seems to have seeked me out. Is this someone watching the stream by any chance? Let me wave to them. Where's Wave? Hi! Bob and Echo, yes. Ah, so that's Bob and Echo, is it? Got to say, that's the first time that's ever happened. Someone who actually plays a game, watching the stream, then jumped into the game to actually join in. Okay. Sack of herbal remedies. That was on the list. Are you gonna give me some bullshit response as well? You came in with Cassard, yes? Good. I can finally stop thinking about that sack. Please take your prickly purchase. Okay, cool. Box of antiques. I shall help you in your quest. Thank you, Bob and Echo. Or should I call you Valencia? Hey, no touching. That merchandise is spoken for. You couldn't possibly change your mind with a better offer. Bitch, I come here to collect that. What, Cassard said to you? Why? Why didn't you say so? I wouldn't dream of selling his goods to a higher bidder. Oh, no, 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 no. Nabatharang relics, wasn't it? All packed in that bollocks there. Handle with care. Okay, so with much trial and error, I finally got all the shit. Let's go speak with Cassard. Jump over the fire? Oh, you can't. Lame. I can't wait for lightning to ruin my french fries. Dude, why do you want lightning to ruin your french fries? Who actually likes lightning? Don't tell me you've been around the entire market already. Yeah. Twice. Aye, that's a lot. Alright, good work. And quick work too, considering you've not set foot in the place before. I thought you no one to sit in a city like the Exarch. But something tells me you're not a stranger to visiting strange lands. Unfortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hoped to conclude all my business before you returned, but it seems there's been some confusion over one of the orders I placed. Ah, here we go. Chewbacca voice. I'll have to drag in my middleman and sort this mess out. I'm sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs. Cassard, it feels like an age since I last saw you. And that's just completely guessing what this guy's going to be like before I actually... Oh, it's a woman. Whoops, that was supposed to be a womanly voice. All my women voices sound the same. Well, if it isn't the lovely get my voices mixed up now. Well, if it isn't the lovely Tesleen. It has been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. This gentleman was on his way to meet with Alize. I'm supposed to be taking him to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has commandeered my attention. Wait, I know who you are. Alize has told me so much about you. You're Rab, aren't you? She has a very monkey-like face. I knew it! How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories. I'm Tesleen. I work as a carer at the inn. I've gotten to know Alize quite well since she took up guard duties there. Do you want me to take over as Rab's guide, Cassard? My shopping's all done and packed for the road, so it would be no trouble. That would be a great help, thank you. Well, it looks like you'll be able to head straight out after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill of Armorang, and I'll send you back to the Crystarium. Lightning Mare Ishtola Hot. True. Cool, we're getting quite a few story quests done tonight. Ah, Bobaneka, you've changed your outfit into a healer. Alize has been desperate to see you, Rab, so let's go to her sooner rather than later. We just need to swing around the ridge and then head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together and meet you outside. Road trip. Yeah, I got an idea. Since it's always nice to be friends with people on my stream, let me get out a certain mount. Get in, loser, we're going shopping. Don't shush me, Drew Wilson. That was very short. All set? Oh, I should probably mention the wildlife. Whilst most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance, the local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the markets. I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. Do you think you can handle any beasts that try to make a meal of us? I thought you might. Alice was always saying how much... I mean, let's get going, shall we? Nah. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, how far is this place I'm going? Not too far. Mount guide. Yeah, let's try it again. Do 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 do. Ah! Not today. We are not fighting any enemies. Oh, I want to drive some more. Oh well. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to fight some bad guys now. Good teamwork. Sorry, there wasn't much time to shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. And yet hardly a match for you, it seems. I'd always thought Alice was strong, but in her mind, she was never... Now it makes sense. Well, we should push on. It might be best if you scout ahead and clear out any coyotes that have our scent. I'll wait here so you can fight without any distractions. Just realised you're on my data center, Rab. Oh, cool. So you can play with us sometime then. Let's get the car out. Just driving through the desert. Hope we don't break down. Boo, another short-lived trip. Over here. As tank, it is my duty to be a damage sponge. Hey, how come we have to go back up there? Yeah man, Drew, we should definitely play together sometime. I'm always up for playing with fans. Drive around the sand mall. Oh, thank goodness you're back. I could hear the howling and snarling from here. Frightful creatures. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork, and know to avoid us now. I need to get these supplies back to the inn. Okay, so I guess we were scouting out ahead there. Okay, so the next one is quite far away, so we do get to drive for quite a while this time. Ether Data Center represent, beach chest. I did that in unison with you, bud. Ah! We don't want to fight any random enemies today. I'm actually 2 levels ahead of all current story quests at the moment, so I don't really need to grind and fight random enemies at the moment. I'm sure that time will come, and when that time does come, it will be off stream to save you the boredom of watching me grind. Hey, check out that guy over there. Man, these enemies, like, aggro so easily. This is it. Thanks to you, I don't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. It seems you've ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay the favour somehow. But first, let's head inside, shall we? Gotta say, when they said it was an inn, that's not what I was expecting. Ooh, an aetheryte. Master Tune. Master Tune! Ooh. Rough area. Not what I was expecting. Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alice has arrived. It's not too much, but it's home for the afflicted and handful of carers. What will I say? The afflicted? The illness isn't contagious, is it? Well, that's kind of a dick thing to say, so I'll just question what the afflicted is. You don't know? I don't think I've met anyone besides Alice who is so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. I might leave out something obvious, so it may be best to have Alice give you the full explanation. If you struggle for EXP and want to save the sides that are scaled, do your daily MSQ. If you get Praetorium, it will give you over 10 million XP at your level. Ah yes, main story quest and Praetorium. I am very much acquainted with that nightmare. Tesleen casts her gaze around the inn, hoping to spot Alice. Now, where is she? She might be on patrol. You could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out the south side and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Okay, let's check out this rundown little camp. Not big talkers, these guys. Can't say I blame them. Alright, let's attune to this bad boy. Being patted by Valencia here. Companion. No. Mount Guide. Yeah. This is definitely one of my favourite mounts. I don't care if it sort of breaks the lore of Final Fantasy XIV, it's cool. I mean, how different is a car to an airship when you really think about the intricacies of the technology? Is it much of a stretch to have a car? That is a nice view. Hi, from the UK. Hi, I'm also from the UK, Carl Harrison. Let me zoom out. Is that a wall? Like a wall of ice? Weird. I wish the car got damaged when you bumped into things, so we can see Noctis cry. Making Noctis cry is something that amuses me. Alice is nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground, and he look to be about the right size. No doubt these will disappear after this quest. Small footprints lead off to the northwest. It is kind of like ice. Ah, interesting. Oh, weird. That's very trippy. See why this might be some people's favourite area. Have you been Alton Towers? No, I haven't. I've always wanted to go. The footprints continue on to the northwest. hell are these things? Oh, they're mummies. Oop. I've started a fight without meaning to. Okay, I'm kind of attracting a lot of these dudes. Did not mean to. Sorry. Over here. You can criticize the way I play, by the way. I'm not the best at tanking and knowing my role 100%. I just play to get the bare minimum, really. I'm not jumping into any savage raids anytime soon with how I play. Did you clear the Crystal Tower raids, Rab? Yeah. I pretty much had all content up until this expansion cleared, ready to go into this. The footprints curve around to the west. Okay, let's avoid these guys. Let's get through this little gap here. Ah. It's very handy having Bob Neko here to assist me with the enemies. Emperor Palpatine voice.
Good. Good. Do it! Unlimited power! I am Emperor Palpatine. Your journey to the dark side is complete.
There are more tracks here, but they end in a mess of disturbed sand. I really wish I had more of an excuse to use Emperor Palpatine's voice. It's something I really enjoy doing. Throat's getting a little dry. Wow. That is bright. Is Alize up there? Star Wars in a nutshell? Wasn't that basically Final Fantasy XII?
Get back here!
Whoa. Alize Assassin's Creed in this shit.
Is that... It can't be.
No way she bloody noticed me as she was falling. Oh, nice new outfit, Alize. Very nice new outfit. Impressive. You almost lost that one. Nah, I'm not gonna be a dick. Alize's cool. Impressive.
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about.
Cocky.
I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner.
Couldn't resist the fire shot there, couldn't they?
How are you?
I'm alright. You alright?
We've fought them to a standstill then.
To be fair, Alphano is pretty hot.
The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphano must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least.
Nod.
When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision. He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal. But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation.
No, they are not.
As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen. which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrent was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects, but when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations.
Unpopular opinion, I didn't actually think much of Xenos as a villain.
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether, and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They are creatures of base instinct, that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason. Which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them.
Yes, I did do the Rabanasta raid.
The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Oh. That would explain why they're not very talkative. Whoopsie! Awkward! Yeah, I didn't think much of the Rabanasta raids. The third one was especially a chore to do. It's just a matter of time. More for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. The only good thing to have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Tesleen and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters, which is knowledge I can now share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Okay, cool. Bob and Neko has offered me a teleport. I didn't know you could do that. That's a cool little feature. Okay, so I've been streaming for about 2 hours now, so that was my allotted time. So unfortunately I do need to wrap this up now. So we got a lot done today, that's a good start. And it's been fun chatting with you guys. I hope to do it again next time real soon. And thank you Bob and Echo for joining in on the to assist. There you are there, dancing around me with your carriage. You were a good help during those random battles, so thank you for joining in, and I'd love to have you team up with me again in the future. So if you ever see me online, jump in and say hi. And you too, Drew Wilson. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and I will leave you with that. See you next time, guys.